A very good evening and welcome to Have Your Say Tete-a-Tete Talk session in which we communicate with our members and explore their life experiences. I am Survi Saxena, the host for today's session, and we have Mr. Pratap as our guest member. Mr. Pratap is a mechanical engineer and he is working with Hero Motocorp. So चलिए जानते हैं उनसे पूछते हैं उनकी लाइफ के बारे में. A very warm welcome, Mr. Pratap, on this talk show.
Hi, Surabhi. A warm welcome and good evening, and to you as well as all our members.
Yes. So, Mr. Pratap, you are basically based from Chennai and now you have shifted to Jaipur. So, basically, you are not just a guest on our show, but you are also a guest in our city. So, how's your experience in Jaipur?
That's a nice word. Yeah, basically, I'm from South, but I traveled a lot into North in terms of my professional career. But it's the first time I moved from South to North. Yeah. So,
Okay.
I last
So, apart from Jaipur, how many states, other states you have traveled?
I traveled Delhi, Pune, Bombay, Lucknow, Punjab, and all these places I have traveled during my career.
Okay, so I can say that you have actually experienced the true sense of culture and diversity of India.
Not to full extent, to some level, yes, I can. So, one of the good city which I admire was is Chandigarh and Jaipur. These two cities I love when compared to north side. So, it's good, fortunate that I could able to stay here in Jaipur. Yeah.
We are fortunate that you are in Jaipur and we can connect with you through Have Your Say Club. So, you are a mechanical engineer. So, just elaborate about your schooling, from where you did your education and your college life.
As I said, I'm basically from South, Tamil Nadu. So I born in Chennai, but settled in a town called Hosur, which is part of Tamil Nadu, but close to Bangalore. So I did my schooling and college there. So I did my diploma in mechanical engineering, and then I pursued my graduation at Indian Institute of Engineering, Bombay. Later, I did my MBA in National Institute of Business Management in operational management theme.
Okay, and how many years you have been into automobile industry?
Uh, yeah, I have about 18 years of experience in this field.
16 to 18 years of experience. This is a huge number, and I think you are the correct person to just tell us that in this 16 to 18 years, how have you seen how far India has developed or developing in this automobile industry?
India has seen a huge and tremendous changes in automotive industry, and as you know, automotive contributes one of the good GDP level for the economy development. So, unlike some 20 years back, you have very few options and OEMs were in India, but it's not so now. You have all international brands are available in India, and they have their manufacturing plants in our country. So India is considered to be one of the biggest automotive hub across the globe.
Yes, right. So, so you can also elaborate us, and can be the best person to make us understand what is this BS6, because this is so much in the news and people are so much hearing about this environmental friendly vehicles. So, please explain about what is this BS6.
BS6 is a pollution norms basically. What are the vehicles we use will emit some certain norms. Okay? These are not as per the norms set by government. Unlike until now, till March 31st of 2020, we have a BS4 were in place. Government has bought norms called BS6, which is, if you have to put it in a simple terms, it is 80% stringent than the current norms. So instead of going from BS3 to BS4 to BS5, BS5 to BS6, government has set directly give a guideline to go directly to the BS6. So we are at par with almost international standards, I can say.
Okay, so that means we have tried, or we have taken a step towards meeting the international standards. And does this as a good future for automobile industry?
It is already there in most of the European and US market, these norms. Okay, it's not called as a BS6. They have the norms, but the equivalent of the emissions are at par with the international standard. So the current India norms, whatever we are following from 1st of April, is at par with the international level.
Okay, so that's great, and I think for all the viewers, to all those who are automobile interested in automobile, well, this time we are going to meet international standards, and to all those viewers who have somewhere of interest in finance and stock, well, automobile is something which is coming up, so you can check the stocks of automobile. I think I'm not wrong, Mr. Pratap, right? We can see it in a stock market coming up.
There's no big change between BS4 and BS6. Companies are doing at their best, whatever they are doing it. Now, just because of the COVID and there is small impacts we can see. But nevertheless, the vehicles are being in a continuous demand, and sales are improving, like in BS4.
Okay,
How it is.
great.
So, and due to the BS6 norms, there is a lot of technology which is going in meeting this requirement. Of course, the cost goes up from, for example, for a two-wheeler from 5,000 minimum to 10, 12,000 bucks, it is increasing the cost. And four-wheeler, if you say 50,000 to 1.5 lakhs, the price has gone up. But still, demand continues to be there, and it won't come down also.
Indeed. So, what is this about electric vehicles? This is also something which is so much into the news these times. So, how much you see growth of this in Indian market?
Okay, electric vehicle, in short, we call it as EV. So EV has, government has showing a lot of initiative towards this drive. But every company is attempting to bring EV products in their portfolio. Of course, we are in a very, very initial stage of the development. It needs a lot of years to come to a mature level. For that, there is a public-private partnership like infrastructure development also required. So we don't have much of charging stations, battery suppliers in India. So these areas also needs to be focused, and the cost of vehicle also is very high compared to the existing fuel vehicles. So it has a long way to go, but nevertheless, attempt is there continuously, both from manufacturers as well as from the government. So soon it will pick up. Today, in few cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, Pune, it's coming up in a smaller way, but it's going to be there is the future of automotive industry.
Right. So the another future, the another phase of automobile industry will soon we will be looking in India as EVs or electric vehicles. So you have mentioned that you have over 16 to 18 years of corporate experience. With all, please mention with all kinds of corporates you have worked, and how this corporate experience really helped you.
Starting from my career, I worked in auto ancillary manufacturers like Sunor Fasteners, Tata Advanced Materials, Bosch Automotive. My previously I worked with TVS Motors. Now currently at Hero MotoCorp. So throughout my career, I almost my function is in the project management. So I had a good rich experience in this field. Starting from a part manufacturer and small subsystem level to a complete OEM level, I come up. So it was a very good journey which I came across.
Great. So you, apart from this professional world, what is one thing or what is your passion which actually engages you other than the profession?
I basically love traveling and exploring new things, going to new place. This was my I'm passionate about it, these things. Also, I do like reading journals, magazines towards automotive. These are only two things which I just engage with myself other than my professional life.
So, does the passion or the hobby for traveling actually drive you towards this mechanical engineering?
Yeah, true to some extent, yes.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to, any message you want to share with the viewers?
It's going to be very simple only. So keep learning something, whatever you feel it's you like. So keep engage yourself. Keep learning something new. Explore small new things and be positive. This is what the message which I will say. So that will make you motivated and energized always.
Indeed. So keep learning. Be always a student because चलती का नाम जिंदगी है. रुकिए मत, बस सीखते रहिए लाइफ में. ये है मैसेज जो हमारे आज के गेस्ट प्रताप हमें देना चाहते हैं अपनी लाइफ से. So, Mr. Pratap, thank you so much for taking out this time from your busy schedule and sharing your life experiences. It was lovely interacting with you.
Yes, very much, Ravi. I had a good time interacting with you.
Thank you so much. So, viewers, this was our guest for today's meeting. Next Thursday, we will be back with a new guest with more new learnings. Till then, stay safe. I'm Subi Saxena signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.